Hello children, welcome to World of English. Do you like to learn English? I think so. Then let's begin today's lesson. Okay, today's lesson is going to be all about, let's see, present continuous. What's it? It's all about present continuous. So don't worry about the topic. The lesson is going to be very easy one. It will be a very simple lesson. Okay? Here we go. Look at the screen. What's this girl doing? See? The girl is drinking. She's drinking something. Look here. Drinking. The action is drinking. The action is drinking. So the time of the action. So what is the time of the action? The time of the action is, see, it is now. The action is happening now. Not in the past, not in the future. The action is happening not in the past, not in the future, but now. So we use the ing form of the verb to show the ongoing nature of the action, to show the ongoing nature of the action, or else to say the action is happening now. Drinking, it is happening now. So we can call it a now verb. We can call it a now verb. Clear? Okay, I'll make it clear again. Look here, the picture, it is a moving picture. The girl, yeah, she's drinking. The action is drinking. It is happening now. The time of the action is now. Not past, not future. So when the action is happening now, to show the action is happening now, or else to show the ongoing nature of the action, we use ing form of the verb. We can call them as now verbs. Okay? Now let's try to understand some rules on making ing verbs. Okay? Let's try to understand some rules on making ing verbs. The first rule is very simple. It is just adding ing to the base form of the verb. Look at the example here, eat. So we can make the ing form of this verb by just adding ing. Eat becomes eating. Let's try another one. Read becomes reading. Okay? It's simply adding ing to the base form of the verb. Then look becomes looking. Look becomes looking. Sing becomes singing. Play becomes playing. Walk becomes walking. Fly becomes flying. So when you look at these verbs, all these are the base form of the verbs, and simply the first rule is you add ing to all the base forms given. Eat, eating, read, reading, look, looking, sing, singing, play, playing, walk, walking, fly, flying. It's simple, isn't it? Okay, that is the first rule. Let's go for the second rule. The second rule, it is double the last letter and add ing. So we are going to double the last letter of the verb, of the base verb, and add ing. Let's try some examples. Put. Put, to make the ing form, what we have to do? We have to double the last letter. What is the last letter here? It is T. So when you write putting, you have to double the last letter. Put, putting. Let's see this. Tap, it should be tapping. Tap, tapping, double P. Right. Run, it should be running. Next, swim, swimming. Next, hop, hopping. See, rub, rubbing. So when you carefully observe here, you see before the last letter in the first put, you find U. Here in the second you find A. Third you find U. Fourth you find I. Next you find O. Before the last letter P you find O. Again here you find U. So that means usually when you have a vowel sound or vowel letter for the time being, let's say A, E, I, O, U. So before the last letter of the verb, if you find A, E, I, O, U, such letters, double the last letter if you want to make the ing form of it. So that is the second rule. So you double the last letter before adding ing. So that is the second rule of making ing verbs. Let's go for the next rule. There we have to drop the E and add ing. Drop the E and add ing. Let's try one example here. Move, move. See, E is there. So what you have to do before we add ing, we have to drop E and add ing. M-O-V-E, move. But when you write moving, M-O-V, drop E here and add ing. That is the third rule. Drop the E and add ing. That is the rule. Let's try more examples. Ride. R-I-D-E, ride. You have to drop E and add ing. There it becomes riding. Chase. Drop E and use like this, chasing. Next you find shine, becomes shining. See, E has been dropped. Clear? Dance. Yes, it is dancing. Right. Now I think that rule is very clear. You have to drop the last E and add ing. Move, moving. Ride, riding. Chase, chasing. Shine, shining. Dance, dancing. Clear? So we learnt 3 rules on making the ing verbs. First is you just add the ing form. Second, you double the last letter. Third, you drop E and add ing. Okay, right. Now, let's try to make some sentences using this ing form of the verb. So we can make sentences like this. I'm playing, I'm playing. So this is a positive sentence. This is a positive sentence. Or else we can say yes sentence. I'm playing. See, ing form. So the action is happening now. I'm doing it now. Another example, you are playing. You are playing. He is playing. He is playing. She is playing. She is playing. It is playing. So all these are positive sentences. So we have made positive sentences using the ing form of the verb. Okay, this is how you make positive sentences using ing form of the verb. So what are the sentences? Will you please read? Yeah, I am playing. You are playing. He is playing. She is playing. It is playing. Okay, I hope you understand that point. Let's see some more positive sentences. We are playing. We are playing. You are playing. You are playing. They are playing. They are playing. What are the three sentences given here? We are playing. You are playing. They are playing. Okay. What are the three sentences? We are playing. You are playing. They are playing. Clear? Right. All these are positive sentences. All these positive sentences are used, okay, to show the action is happening now. Right. Clear? There you see the ing form of the verb, playing. Right. Now, the rule that you have to remember. The rule that you have to remember. Right. Now, I'll tell you a specific rule that you have to remember when making sentences like this, using ing verb. Look here. So you can start the sentence using I, he, she, it, we, you, they. So when you start a sentence using one of these words, you have to use another word with them. Okay? So remember, when you start the sentence using I, you have to use am. And when you start the sentence using he, she or it, you have to use is. And if you are using we, you, they to start the sentence, you have to use are as well. Okay, clear? Then only you have to use the ing form of the verb. Clear? So you can make I am playing, he is playing, she is playing, it is playing, we are playing, you are playing, they are playing. So that's how you make the sentences using the ing form of the verb. Okay. So whenever you are using the ing form of the verb, like playing, necessarily you have to use am, is, are. Clear? So that is a very important rule that you have to remember. Clear? Right. Now we'll discuss some other important points of using present continuous. The present continuous is used basically at the time of speaking. So when you want to say the action is happening now at the time of speaking. Now look here, I'm speaking. I'm speaking. The action is happening now. You are listening. You are listening. You are listening. The action is happening now. I am talking. The action is happening now. So when you want to say that type of actions, you have to use present continuous, or else you can use the ing form of the verb. Okay, right. Let's try some examples. I am reading this sentence now. See, I am reading this sentence now. I am teaching you now. I am teaching you now. You are learning English now. You are learning English now. We are watching TV now. So you can, if you clearly look at these sentences, you can see all these sentences ends with now, 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 now. So that means the action is happening now, or else the action is happening at the time of speaking. I am reading this sentence now. I am teaching you now. You are learning English now. We are watching TV now. All these actions are happening at the time of speaking. So we can use present continuous to say about, or to express about the actions that are happening at the time of speaking, as given here. Okay, right. That is the very first point to understand about using present continuous. the second rule that you have to understand. Now look here, this year, this month, this week, now. Look here, now, this week, this particular time is they are in this week. And if you take this month, this week is they are in this month. This year, all these times, this month, this week, now, all these are times they are within this year. Or else we say this week, this month, this year, all these times are around now, around now. Clear? Right. So when you use this year, this month, this week, now. So when you use these words, they are in sentences, you have to use present continuous. Let's try some examples to understand this point. I am learning English this year. I am learning English this year. If you are using this year, it is important to use learning or ing form of the verb. Okay, I am learning English this year. Why? This year. Now the time is around now. Right. Let's try another example. I am going to school this week. I am going to school this week. In this example also, you have this week. Because of that, you have to use going. Okay, ing form of the verb. Let's try the other one. You are painting the classroom this month. You are painting the classroom this month. Again, you find this month, this month. So we have to use present continuous. So the point is, if you are using any times like this year, this month, this week, all these are times around now, then you have to use present continuous. Okay, right. So that is the second point that you have to understand about present continuous. Next, you can use present continuous to talk about planned future arrangements, planned future arrangements, or else to talk about the future actions too. Okay, so you can use present continuous to talk about the future actions as well. Okay, I'll give you some examples. I'm coming to school tomorrow. I'm coming to school tomorrow. So tomorrow is future. So a future arrangement. I am coming to school tomorrow. So you can use present continuous to talk about future arrangements. The second example. We are painting our house next week. We are painting our house next week. Next week, future time. So you can use present continuous to talk about future or planned future arrangements. Look at the other example. I am spending my holidays in Kandy next month. I am spending my holidays in Kandy next month. That also a future arrangement, next month. Look at the words again. Tomorrow, tomorrow, next week, next month. All these are future times. So when you talk about the future arrangements of different actions, we can use present continuous. Another example. Our friends are coming for dinner tomorrow. Our friends are coming for dinner tomorrow. Tomorrow, again, future. So you can use present continuous. Shall you read the sentences again? I am coming to school tomorrow. We are painting our house next week. I am spending my holidays in Kandy next month. Our friends are coming for dinner tomorrow. Right. So those are the three important points that you have to remember about using present continuous. Now it's time for you to try these activities. Ready? Okay. Now look at the first one. The first one, you have to fill in the blanks. Ready? You, blank is there. In brackets you find do and English exercise now. You, blank, do an English exercise now. So what should be the correct form of the verb? You have to use, yes, you are doing an English exercise now. You are doing an English exercise now. Let's try this second. They, blank, within brackets you find learned English this year. Right. How you can make this sentence? You can use, I hope you know it. Yes, they are learning English this year. They are learning English this year. Okay, the next. Number 3. She, you have a blank there. The verb given is live in a big city in Sri Lanka. In a big city in Sri Lanka. So how can you fill in the blank? Can you tell me? Yes. Okay. It is she is living in a big city in Sri Lanka. She is living in a big city in Sri Lanka. At the moment, number 4, at the moment means now. Okay, at the moment means now. At the moment, he, blank, the verb is write a letter to a friend. A letter to a friend. Yes, at the moment, he is writing a letter to a friend. So in this, it is very important for you to remember this. So we have dropped E before adding ing. So L-I-V-E, live, we dropped E before adding ing. Here also the same, write, W-R-I-T-E, write, when you add ing we dropped E. So writing, clear? Right. The next, I, blank, the verb is go to the beach with my friends next Sunday. I, blank, verb given is go to the beach with my friends next Sunday. So how can you complete? Yes, it should be correct. I am going to the beach with my friends next Sunday. Number 6, it, blank, the verb is drink milk now. How can you complete? How can you fill in the blank? Yes, it is drinking milk now. It is drinking milk now. Clear? Right. Okay. Now we are going to talk about the negative aspect or the negative side of present continuous. How to say no in present continuous. Let's try these examples. I am not reading. It's a matter of adding not. I am not reading. You are not reading. You are not reading. He is not reading. She is not reading. It is not reading. So it is very simple. When you make the negative form of present continuous, it's a matter of just adding not. I am not reading. Clear? Very simple. I'm not reading, you are not reading, he is not reading, likewise. Very simple. Again, see the same sentences. We are not reading. We are not reading. You are not reading. They are not reading. It's very simple, isn't it? Okay, that's how you make the negative forms in present continuous. Okay, right. Now the rule is this. As we discussed earlier, you can start sentences using one of these words. Remember to use am, is, are, but the special thing that you have to add here is, if it is negative, you add not reading. So you can make I am not reading, he is not reading, she is not reading, it is not reading, we are not reading, you are not reading, they are not reading. It's really very simple. You see, it's very simple. You can understand that the way of making negative sentences in present continuous. Right. Let's try a simple exercise now. I'm reading the sentence now. How can you put this into negative? I am reading this sentence now. How can you make the negative of this? Yes, it's just adding not in between am reading. You have to add not. I am not reading this sentence now. Right. I am teaching you now. I am teaching you now. I am not teaching you now. Okay? Very simple. Next, you are learning English now. Here's the negative form is you are not learning English now. We are watching TV now. We are watching TV now. Yes. We are not watching TV now. Clear? Very simple. I'm learning English this year. Again it becomes the negative form. I'm not learning English this year. I'm going to school this week. Yes, it should be I'm not going to school this week. So it's very simple to make negative sentences using present continuous. You are painting the class this month. You are not painting the class this month. We are making kites this week. We are not making kites this week. Okay? Right. Okay, children. We have come to the end of today's lesson. So before I wind up today's lesson, I want you to remember these two things. English is fun. English is fun. And you can do it. You can do it. Thank you.